4, 95,000 times 4. 300 and what? 380,000 shillings. Now, I know some of you come from very well-off families. So I need what? We need honesty. Are we together? If you have ever been given 380,000 in just one term, by show, I don't want to hear noises. I just want, by show of hands, raise your hand. Quietly. I don't want murmurings. Hey, who is that one? Hey, you mean there is someone like that? If you have ever gotten 380,000 to spend in one term, raise your hand. There is nothing to murmur about. Headmaster, are you seeing any hands? Please do not. These are people that you need to know how they do it so that you also learn to save. We are looking at future entrepreneurs. Course, stand up. In a single year, what's your name? Course, just listen. Course, just listen.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes. My name is Vengana. Yes. My name is Vengana Abraham.
Vengana?
Abraham.
Vengana?
Abraham.
Abraham, you're in which class?
Senior 3.
Senior 3, You've saved, was it exactly 380? What does your father do? From your father or from your mother? From who?
My father.
Or from yourself. It can also be from yourself. So, with 500,000 per term, yes, you only managed to save 400 at the end of the year.
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. Sit down. Frugal. Look at yourself. Are you being frugal, yes or no? No. Can we be realistic? Can we be what? Realistic. Because 500,000 pocket money can sustain. If I were to give it to each and every one of you, 500,000 would sustain you for a whole year. And with change to what? To spare. Because how much is that per term? 500 divided by 3. Course, divide 500 by 3. On average, each term you have 100 and above. You have above 100. As you're doing those things and boasting, you're boasting on whose money? On whose money? On your parents' money. On your what? On your what? Parents' money. And as you are busy collecting those price tags, which will not help you in future, you're forgetting to learn how to look at how your parents earn that money and be smart about the money they give you. And make sure that when you're at the age of your parents, you're also earning the same or more money than your parents did. Or more money than your parents did. Are we together? Financial literacy, they call it. All of you here, all of you, 13 up to the oldest, I would believe you're like 21, 22. Yes? I believe we are all between the age brackets of 13 to 22. Do we have someone who is 23? Why are you saying yes when it's you? If it's you, just raise your hand. Okay? We don't have any 23-year-olds. So, on average, all of you could be rich. Could be what? Could be rich. If you look at that calculation of I gave you a calculation that even if your parents give you 40,000, that means that there could be someone whom they give 20,000 a term. But at least they are there, but roughly in Nyakasura, if I look at Nyakasura, because you have visitations. For Bukuuku, every day they are home. Some of them are business owners. Some of them are looking at you and they are laughing. Because who is arguing? Am I lying, headmaster? Bukuuku, my Bukuuku, raise your hands. Bukuuku community. Let us be realistic with these people. How many of you are farming after school? Raise your hands. And I'll pick out 3 to tell us what they are farming, okay? 1, 2, 3. Tell me what you're growing. Start with your neighbor there. Your name?
My name is Kobjun Mergore.
Kobjun. Lay how many eggs on average? How many eggs on average does each chick lay?
Others, they have not started, but
those of you that 50 eggs. 50 eggs.
15.
How many? 15. How many do you leave for hatching and how many do you set asleep?
20.
20 for hatching.
Hatching, and they sell others.
You sell the others. Okay, now we shall come to the mathematics of Komjuni. Komjuni actually even makes more than 5. Okulimak, what's your name? Kule? Kule?
My name is Kule Derek from Bukuuku S1. At our home, for me I grow cowpeas.
Cowpeas. Thank you very much.
And Irish potatoes.
And Irish potatoes. Thank you. Yes?
My name is, and I usually rear pigs. Real.
Thank you. Asante sana. Yongeza tena. Let us laugh slowly. Course. Your name again?
Musimenta Ernest.
Musmenta, thank you very much. Musmenta Ernest is a very brilliant young boy. He's not letting religion limit his economy. Where are the opportunities? He knows there is more money in pigs. And pigs give birth to more. If I'm to rear goats, and he's rearing pigs, on average it is 2. If you have a goat that has given birth to 3, that's a rarity. That's like a woman giving birth to 6 children. They are very rare, okay? They are there, but they are very rare. But how many piglets does a pig produce on average? How many? It's above. Averagely, they could be like 4. How many? Ernest, tell us.
But now I have a pig which had produced the 11.
11. Okay, what is the lowest number you've ever had your pig produce? Piglets?
9.
9 is all the goat. On average, the one I know. Let me ask my coordinator. Coordinator, Mr. Mugenyi.
Yes, please.
Embuzi, average, titukubaza hakato. We are not talking about a kid. We are talking, titukubaza hakato. We are not talking about a kid. We are talking about an adult goat. How much does it go? An adult goat. How much does it go for on the market? 300. That is if it's a lot. It's 300.
Yes.
Usually it's about 240 to 280, up to 400, I think.
500 even.
Even 500. But the pig is how much?
800.
Now if erroneous were to say, kafir, that it is an abomination for, as a Muslim, how much money would he be losing? 800 minus 500. He would be losing how much? 300,000. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of what? So for him who is selling a piglet at 120,000, people rarely come. And have you ever heard of people coming to buy kids? All the people that I know that buy goats tend to buy old ones, but people go and buy piglets. Are you seeing which one has more business? Can we make our calculations? Now you were laughing. Which means that Ernest could leave this place today evening, sell 2 piglets. We listen. Whose hand was up here? Who is farming? Okay? Yes.
My name is Musabe Joseph from Bukuuku.
Musa?
Musabe Joseph.
Musabe. Yes, Musabe. Which class?
S1.
S1. S what?
S1.
Musabe, what are you rearing
For me,
or growing?
I'm not a farmer, but I'm an entrepreneur.
What are you entrepreneuring?
Just I buy a packet of 1,000, I pay and I remain my money. Buy something, you find that about 2 packets of sweets, and that's how we get 24.
Okay. Asante sana. Asante sana. Let's be serious and guided. Are we learning something? Are we learning something? You are operating within Nyakasura. Raise your hand. Your hand. Oba it's illegal, headmaster. Is it illegal? Oba it's illegal, headmaster. Is it illegal to trade in school? I am asking the head. I am asking headmaster. Cause. You people, you do not have also ever been a student, right? I have also ever been, and one who was locked up like you in boarding. In fact, me, it started right from primary. Right from my primary. I've only ever been in day of my 7 years in primary, only in my P7. Of all my 7 years. Was it? No, I think I joined boarding when I was in P3. So those are 2 years plus P7. So I only saw day school for 3 years. Day school. The rest of my schooling was in boarding until I reached campus where I was commuting. So headmaster, if I bring my cousin or my little sister tomorrow to Nyakasura, and I give her enough money or set her up with a project and say, you can sell this, make some little money just in case you run out of pocket money. Will she be against the rules of the school?
And we sat down and looked at the time he would be spending at the store and the time he would be concentrating on studies. Somehow I thought he was deceiving, that maybe the background was not very stable. I asked him to come along with the mother and the father. I found they were really lacking. Now we agreed that this boy became of trips of firewood equivalent to the school fees per term. And we computed, we found 3 trips are equivalent to the school fees. Therefore, this boy every term brings 3 trips of firewood and the fees is cleared. Another boy is using beans. I don't know whether he cultivates the beans, but one is registered. I know this student uses this renewalship, either at home with their parents, or at school, when registered and recognized, are not prohibited. They are not prohibited. They need to formally inform the school, and the school guides them on how to operate them.
Tana. Yongeza tena. Now you people were beginning to tell me other stories. Okay, be the courage. Beginning with our boy with the boy with the forest was S4. He left.
And also, in addition, where is the microphone? My boys and girls, don't we have?
There is no one. Stand up. Stand up. For recognition. Stand up.
Are you alone?
There are two people.
Okay. Are you only two?
How many in total run that?
They are a group.
Hata abandi mukwi alive. Are we together? So we shall do well to exhibit maximum discipline. If I read your name, you will step out and you will stand just there where the entrance here, okay? Okay? Or I think you will go there near the flags. Now, course, where, I'm not seeing where I wrote my names. Where are my 4 people from Bukuuku that I picked out in the morning? Thank you. Muhira Elijah, stand up. Yes. Kabarungi. Daphne. Karungi Beatrice. Beatrice, where are you? Oh, Beatrice, yes. And Marion Kebirungi. Kebirungi Marion, where are you? Where? Fall out. Fall out, join them there at the entrance. And then joining them will be Mbusa Hannington, Baluku Bruno, Muhindo Arthur. Yes, carry your slurs. Do well to carry your slurs. Joining these ones, you go and join them. Stand up. And Sylvia, join. Where is the third one who was here? Is there a lady in? Yes, go. Are you in full uniform? No. I want those who are in full uniform with a tie. Go. The ladies. One lady. One lady. Paul, are you a lady? Where are you going? Where? No. Cause we are what? We are live. We are what? And why you're now talking, your character is reflecting on you. Okay, put for me this book. Cause I was asking once again, we are talking about financial what? Literacy, what we call financial literacy. Financial literacy. We need to educate ourselves. We need to educate ourselves. Now, you've heard the headmaster clearly told us there are opportunities. So I will talk to you. I know you might not want to be seen or show all these students. So let me communicate to you directly. You who has been having certain challenges, especially where clearing your school fees is concerned. Are we together? Two. Are you? Stand up. Paul, you can go. But is that the school tie? For A level? Okay, go. For what? Prefect. Okay, go. And you go. Course. Why are we murmuring? Cause the rest of us can stay here. After all, we are all going to see her. Sindio? All of us are going to. Now the only thing that matters, don't be fooled. Can I have some water? Don't be fooled by those who have gone outside. You might be the most important one here. Are we together? Course, are we together? So you never know. You might leave an impression. So don't start murmuring that you've not got the opportunity to go and welcome the visitor. Unfortunately, at this juncture, those are the ones who were opportuned. Now, the rest of us, I was talking to you who might have challenges. You've been wondering, how will you clear your fees? I think Headmaster has showed you how you can clearly finish your fees. Entrepreneurship. You're never too young to start a business. Are we together? Cause, why are we murmuring? Can we maintain silence? Thank you very much. Open it for me. Thank you. So, I want to give you my own side of the story. So I need you to understand that sometimes when we teach, you know there used to be a saying that do as I do and not as I. I mean as I say and not as I. Yeah. Do as I say and not as I. Now, I can tell you for certain that how I wish I had a me when I was your age. Unfortunately, I didn't get that chance early enough. I got that chance when I was in S6 VAC. Now, I will tell you why I'm saying how I wish I got it earlier. Yesterday, we talked about role models and the things that have shaped us. Sindio? And among those things, at one point I told you I wanted to become a what? A hairdresser, didn't I? Now, in that process, all through my primary, I interested myself in different things, cooking, learned how to bake, learned how to make certain things like cakes, chips, crisps, these ones that they... And when I reached... So when I reached my high school, I told you because I had always liked learning things, especially to do with hair. So when I reached high school, I could only tie a katutwa, a bantu knot. That's what the English have chosen to call it. You know what katutwa means? Before sleeping, you separate your hair into 4 knots depending on the length. Not so. So that is the thing I learned from my grandmother. Because whenever she would come to Kampala, in the evening she would part her hair and tie her tutwa just to keep her hair neat before going to bed. So that's the first thing I knew. And as of joining secondary in Maryhill High School, that's the only thing I knew how to plait. Then I met one Sudanese girl who was in a class above me. And I saw A-levels used to come. In Maryhill, only A-levels can grow out their hair. I think it's the same here. So this girl was in O-level. She was a class above me. When I was in S1, she was in S2. But the time that I saw her was when I was in my S2 and she was in her S3. So A-levels used to go to her, asking her to help them braid their hair during the weekend, to put for them, by that time we called it Kaswahili, but These days they call it a what? What do they call Kaswahili in English? Cornrows. They are called what? Cornrows. So I saw this girl tying the what? The Kaswahili, and I just looked at her as she was doing it. And the next thing, that holiday I reached home, I tried it on someone. Before I knew it, I could play it Kaswahili. Yeah? So that means I learned how to play it Kaswahili in my P what? In my senior 2. I perfected it in my senior 3. Very soon I was also braiding A-level's hair in Maryhill. Then I reached A-level, and when I reached A-level, I could now grow my hair. When I went to Kigezi High School, I found there not only A-levels, the whole school.
Now that you have decided to make noise, I come. And I therefore, first of all, greet you. Good afternoon. Praise the Lord. God is good. And all the time. And that's nature, especially now. Yeah. It is wonderful to thank God for the fire has brought us. You started the journey on Monday, today is Saturday, and tomorrow you are graduating. Isn't God good? Yeah, He's a wonderful God. So we don't take it for granted. Especially those of you who are training. There are those who do not manage. So we thank God. And those who are talking, are they our students? You know, sometimes even when you are badly mannered, but when there is a visitor, you try to become the most behaved for that moment. I'm sure our students, you have not been noisemakers. You have not been noisemakers. What is happening? You are happy because tomorrow you are graduating? Yeah, that is good. Being happy is good, but when someone is talking, try to be quiet. And when you see me moving somewhere there, simply know I'm moving because there is noise behind there. So you do what? You comply immediately, isn't it? Yeah. I hope you'll do. Thank you.
Course. So we were talking about my experience. So I joined and I said, Kigezi, everyone could grow out their hair. It meant that there were a lot of girls with long, luscious, beautiful hair. And people would book me as early as Wednesday. In fact, but that was mainly for A-levels because I joined that school in S5. And a few maybe Form 4s who were my friends. S1, S2s feared me. You're an A-level. You can't walk up to someone in A-level and be like, can you help me plait my hair? Can you? It is very difficult. So people used to book me from as early as Wednesday. And they'll be like, oh, Fiona, can you help me braid my hair for the weekend? And I would never make the same hairstyle in more than one head, which means if I plaited you, you would always have your own fashion. And I never collected even a shilling. This is where my stupidity comes in. Or rather, my what? Ignorance. My what? If I calculate from the time I learned how to braid to when I started helping people, braiding them. In fact, if I look at the things I did in school that right now, if I were to do them again today, I would get paid more than 100,000 each. I really start suffering the pain of what? The pain of regret. The pain of what? Regret. So when I tell you that how I wish I had a me when I was your age, I'm talking from experience. Because if I calculated, even if I were to charge each student a minimum of 5,000, I would still have made a lot of money. In my O-level, when I was in Maryhill, S4s, S5s, and S6s used to go for what we called socials. We used to call it SOSH in short. SOSH, not social hours. SOSH was a dance arranged by the school between, since Maryhill is an all-girls school, it was usually organized between Maryhill and Intare. Then we used to have 3 of them. We used to have one from second term 2, one with Intare School, another SOSH with Mbarara High School, and another SOSH with St. Joseph's Vocational School Mbarara, which we used to call Jovok. Now, a lot of girls used to admire the way I used to dress. So S4s, S5s started coming to me asking me to bring for them dresses. They'll be like, Fena, can you get me a dress for the SOSH next year? These were people booking me. And I carried dresses for them. And I designed them. They looked smart. Then I would be the same one to work on their makeup, their hair. And I did not even collect a what? A penny. But right now we know the current situation. We know how much people who do makeup make, don't we? One bride can pay up to 1 million for just powder for one day. The dresses, don't you know shops that rent dresses to people going for parties? When you want to go to a party, you go. In Kampala, the minimum is 50,000. Cause. So you see, those are all pains of my what? Of my regret. But now I'm talking to you. S1s, raise your hands. S1's hands, both from Bukuuku and Nyakasura, mikono juu. Mikono what? Mikono juu, up. I did not say talk, I just said raise your hands. Put your hands down. S2s. Senior 2 mikono juu. Senior 3. Senior 5s. You still have the chance. You still have the what? Cause. Now that I've talked, I said, do you know the name of your friend? I said, do you know the name of your friend? This one whom I picked there. Cause those ones behind you, you're just asking them, what is your name? No. Yes. Joan, I don't accept. You're giving because, yes, please. Who is your friend? Give him the microphone. Cause, yes.
Immaculate.
Yes?
Immaculate.
Can you correct the microphone? It's not. Cause, can we keep quiet? Yes?
A friend I met, she's called Immaculate.
Patrick.
Immaculate.
Immaculate. Immaculate, stand up. Cause, Immaculate, stand up. Immaculate from Bukuuku. You're immaculate. You're immaculate. Immaculate ono mwojo mmanyiri. Ah, cause. What is patriots? Patriots. Thank you very much. Immaculate, what is the name of this gentleman who has claimed you? Give Immaculate the microphone. Hurry up, I have to step out. Cause Immaculate, Ama quickly tell us his name.
Remis.
Remis. Emis. Remy, that's your name? Very good. At least. Cause, when the commissioner goes after lunch, I will ask some. Now you're going to go and start faking friendships. Bukuuku, do not allow anyone to approach you after lunch. Do not, especially my entrepreneurs. Let us keep our knowledge. I'm lying, you can mingle, that's the purpose. Okay, now our commissioner is almost in the building, so I'm going to leave you in the hands of one of our other students, our dear deputy, to put you to order. So please, if you've laughed, laugh and finish there. Laughter. There will be more laughter once commissioner arrives. I promise you, you're going to laugh. Okay? Are we together? Thank you.
Hello? Please don't make me a bad teacher. All right? Any noisemaker is not a patriot. And remember, we are graduating tomorrow. Patriotism is discipline. Hello? Following instructions is a part of is being a patriot. Being good at all times is patriotism. And so, please listen carefully. The other time I found Nyaks would guide us that when the guest of honor arrives, we all do what? We all simamaju. Then what next? Hello, let us not look disorganized. So, excuse me, when the guest of honor arrives, shall all stand up and stand at ease and be silent. Are we together? I'm transformed. But if you have been hearing, do you know what happens to those who hear just? Information enters through this ear and exits through the other. Therefore, be listeners, not hearers. When you listen, that's why when they pose questions, there are those who raise their hands to answer, and there are those who are ready to clap for others. Why should you keep clapping for others from day one? Can't you also be clapped for? Hello? Be assertive, be confident, raise the hand, answer the question, and you also be clapped for. When I was a student like you, when I was a student, I loved trying. We tell us that you try and fail, but you never fail to try. Even when I wouldn't be sure of the answer, I would raise my hand and try. What does that mean? If you have been here and you spend all the 6 days and you have not answered any question, that's not part. Think alike and reason alike. Hello? That person who is still talking, I believe, is outside, not among you. That must be outside, not among you. Please be good listeners. Then we shall know that A, the training has transformed somebody. That the other noise maker now is a good listener. Please and please, this who is coming in, who is yet to come in, when you talk of the commissioner, that's a very big boss in the Ministry of Education. Some of you had seen me in the morning. I was in a jersey. Did you see me in a jersey? Yes. Yeah, I had put it on ready to go for the drills. But I remember that the person coming is my boss. And he must find me smart, meaning I'm ready for her. What am I meaning? Please exhibit the best behavior, the best discipline. And by the way, hello? On day one, you are guided that always come with a pen and a notebook. When these people are talking to us, note down, don't just listen. You want to say all of you, anyway, as young ones, you have long-term, we have two memories, short-term and long-term memories. But there are those who may forget so fast. Even if you have a long-term memory, please note it down. Note down. So that when you feel you have not understood, that's when one says any question, those who have been noting down will raise their hands. Those who have not been noting down will not raise their hands. Sometimes not that they have understood everything, but sometimes because they have nothing to ask. Am I lying? Please learn to always have a pen and a notebook. They taught us, or they taught you, that education is a lifelong, it is a lifelong what? Process. It ends only when one dies. But as long as you are living, you always have something to learn. And as a student, I can make all of you go to frog jump. Hey. That is we have learned to give alternative punishments. Frog jumping. Hello? Can I see those who have notebooks? Raise them up. Raise them. Do you see the patriots? Remember, the camera is seeing those who have notebooks. Oh, you are now bringing them. Yeah, those who have notebooks, those are real patriots. All right? They understood the message that was preached to them. Of them. Don't just carry it, but make use of it. Not something there. And when Afande Nyakasura arrives, I simply hand over. Thank you for listening to me. May God bless you. Boss?
Cause? Answer. Cause? Good. Be less. You be here and be disciplined until you being a good student. Are we together? Yes. Are we together? Yes. Since we began, I have been telling you my story. You've learned nothing. Have you learned nothing? But you are continuing getting spoiled when we are here. I cannot report you. Send you. Also, if I have hit you, I have tested your buttocks, also don't report me. We don't report each other. True, false? True, false? I'm telling you, most of them, I don't know, is it they are too clever, or they are occupied? I don't know. But I have learned, listen, I have learned from that boy. That boy, somehow he doesn't want to shower. Always is concentrating on his books. And even at school, but now if he comes home, I keep telling him, you go shower. And he's an old man, go shower. Now one time he told me, also when I come here, also, Mommy, you stress me. And I stress you because of showering. And you have to study. The good thing, he likes studying. I say must study and know where we are getting our money. If I can wake up at 4, every morning, 4, and I sleep at 11, what comes into your mind? And that money cannot even buy a good cloth. I'm sitting on your school fees for you to build your life. And even I'm not paying for you that tomorrow you refund it to me. Never. But I want to build but for you, you are just playing. If I'm not there, you will cry. That's what I told you. I told him. And also one time he said that, Mommy, I want my life, that he wants his life to be better than mine. When he mentioned that one, also I was touched. I said, that means he knows what to do. If he wants his life to be better than mine is fake, I know. That is good. So know what you are here. Are we together? Are we together? Yes. Please open your ears. Don't open 2 ears. If you listen with this one penetrates. Store the knowledge. Learning is a process. And it 1, 2, 3, matter. 1, 2, 3, Marcos. I cannot hear you. Hamba Can you keep quiet? Because we are going to sing the national anthem only. National anthems only one stanza, yes? Hey, who go now? Who wrote to see mama? Mara. Hey, Mongo taomba ui de jomo ya Afrika Mashariki tuwezeshe kuishi kwa amani, tutimize na malengo yetu, jumuiya yetu zote tuilinde, tuwajibike, tuimarike, umoja wetu ni uzo yetu, indo jumuiya yetu. Kos. Kos. Commissioner, Commander Helen SEKU. Standing before you is a total number of 915 students from Nyakasura School and Bukuuku Community Senior Secondary School. We have 295 ladies from Nyakasura, 435 male, making a total of 730, and then 98 females from Bukuuku, 87 males, making a total of 185, bringing us to this total of 915. They are standing before you. They've been anticipating your arrival right from the beginning of this course on 24th November 2025, and they hope to conclude by God's grace tomorrow on the 30th of November 2025. May I permit them to sit? Catch in. Course. Course. From what we talked about, our guest is finally here. Can we welcome her with a karibu sana? Thank you very much. I will just make a brief introduction of my dear commissioner, but through her interaction, she will tell you more about herself. Our dear commissioner, I told you the name, some of you already knew her, is a counsel. So she's a lawyer by profession, okay? She's called Madam Hellen SEKU, and I told you that she's the youngest commissioner in our country. Can we clap for that? She's not only the youngest commissioner in this country, but she is also serving as the private secretary for the president in charge of youth affairs. Can we clap for that? Meaning she's the one who can solve all our what? As the youth, she is there for us, being a youth herself. Our commissioner is only the third commissioner to be serving in this office of National Secretariat for Patriotism. And by God's grace, the first female commissioner of the National Secretariat for Patriotism, and the first non-military, because her predecessors were both army officers.
So it makes her the first. She has a lot of what? Of fasts. And she's still adding on to those lists. She's the most prime example of what it means when you grab hold of your what? Of your opportunities. Our commissioner started off as a volunteer like you. She was serving. But now she is heading the same institution that did what? That trained her. So she will tell you more about how she got to be the great woman that she is. And most importantly, she's a very great woman of God. You've heard me calling her commander. It's not by mistake. She was given that title by the First Lady, Right Honorable Minister of Education and Sports, Mama Janet Kataha Museveni. So you can imagine, she was called commander, and so now we all call her Commander Hellen SEKU. So can we welcome Commander Hellen SEKU? Commissioner, as you can see, these young minds have been waiting for you eagerly, and they are ready for your words and for your lecture. Course? Okay, we are going to invite our headmaster, Mr. Reverend Dr. Balinda, to come and also formally welcome the commissioner to this great school, and then after invite her to come over and speak to us. Can we welcome the headmaster?
Nyakasura School, headmaster's formal address to this important camp before the Commissioner for Patriotism, Secretariat, and Private Secretary to His Excellency the President of the Republic of Uganda in charge of the youth. Mama, with all due respect, Hellen SEKU, you are most welcome to Nyakasura School. Before you, I have distinguished other visitors present. I have my colleague, the head teacher of Bukuuku Community Secondary School. I request her to stand for recognition. I have distinguished staff from the Secretariat whom have been doing wonderful work, mentioning them thereafter before you. I have teachers, the deputy teachers, some of them are a part of this course. I would request that they also stand for recognition. I have my teachers who coordinate this club, and I have the director. I also, Mama, appointed a director of patriotism and clubs in this school, who is now the second in this office since this office was established, Madam Alnaitwe Diana. I request her also to stand for recognition. I have a gallant team of students whose number has been mentioned to you, 915, from Nyakasura School and from Bukuuku Community Secondary School. Mama Commissioner, we are deeply honored by your presence today as you officiate at this ongoing patriotism training here at Nyakasura School. Your visit follows the persistent and heartfelt invitation extended to you by me, the headmaster, Nyakasura School. And we are grateful that you graciously to be with us, more especially today. Upon confirming your visit, you passionately selected a team of outstanding national instructors and facilitators, among whom we were surprised to see Staff Sergeant Nyakasiki, whom we know as Mama Chankwanzi. We were also very honored to see Afande Zakia and Patriot George Mlumba, and also very humbled to see Madame Fiona and Madame Belinda coming down here to stay with us, to mingle with us, with a lot of humility, but with a lot of wisdom shared to us. We were blessed to receive Mr. Richard Owarhanga, Assistant Commissioner in charge of trainings at the Secretariat. We were also blessed to partner and be supported by our coordinator for Porto City Patriotism, Mr. Mugenyi Patrick, who is with us. We were blessed to receive Brigadier General Justus Rukundo. We were blessed to see the police community liaison officer representing the DPC. We were also blessed to see the Honorable Minister, Margaret Mhanga Mugisa, and also Member of Parliament and Minister of State for Primary Health Care for this area. We were blessed to receive lectures of opportunity from Brigadier General Isoke, the head of the State House and Corruption Unit, and among others, of which you are also coming this afternoon, is going to be another great blessing to us. The sharings have been very contextualized to the population that is being addressed, handling areas of understanding the genesis and the root principles of patriotism, the importance of it in economic transformation, and also the mindset change, transformative discipline, the health safeguards and youth usefulness, consequences of involvement in anti-government rebel activities, and the role of patriotism in the fight against corruption. These areas have been exposed very exhaustively to this audience, and therefore you're going to address an audience which has been fully immunized with this wonderful knowledge, and I'm sure the seed has fallen on the fertile ground. Mama Commissioner, allow us to congratulate you upon keeping this office moving vibrantly in the country, upon the wonderful achievements you are getting annually and regularly because of your humility and hard work, and also upon remarkable completion of a new home of the Office of the Patriotism Secretariat in record time, now located in Muyenga. We also remain grateful for the lasting impact you created in this school during your last visit, more especially when you fulfilled the pledge of supporting the education of a girl that you selected, Evelyn Kabahweza, and the subsequent support you gave her in the training, and now her continuation with the university at Makerere University Business School with the mentorship you have allocated to her. We want to thank you. Also, I'm pleased to inform you that the one at that time who was in Senior 1, Kabakali Sylvia, now in Senior 2, whom you rewarded with some pocket money, that was a seed of motivation. She has remained very active, and now she's the parade commander as we talk. Your determination and focus have also trickled to us that we work so hard so that we don't let your efforts down. By continuously having these organized trainings. At that time, you also guided us through a period marked by sectarianism, sectarian tendencies, chauvinism, and idiocy, and adult bullying targeted at the office of the head teacher, but your interventions restored stability, growth, and rapid growth of this school. Since your last visit, the school has continued to thrive. This year we presented the largest number of Senior 4 class for UNEB, 297 candidates, the highest ever in the school's 99 years of existence. We are also about to conclude Uganda Advanced Certificate of Examinations, 111 Senior 6 candidates. We constructed a safety measure of a perimeter wall around the school, which has increased academic focus and also the radius of monitoring. Our teaching staff has continued to grow with unity and efficiency and effectiveness. And through a committed board, we have supported the staff in advancing their studies. And I'm pleased also to share with you that I have not remained behind to demonstrate the role of a role model, which information I shared with you. Our students have excelled academically in co-curricular activities, games and clubs. For the first time, our basketball team represented Uganda at the East African Games in Kakamega, Kenya. While our rugby team was also identified to have a number of students representing Uganda in Abu Dhabi, leaving Uganda on 12th December 2025. We have participated in both co-curricular at both local and national level all the time we are required. And last year we were able to win the national debate about anti-corruption organized by State House. Nyakasura School was selected by the Minister of Education and Sports to host the Uganda Secondary Education Expansion Project, which is hosting 49 schools, and the government sent us 17 laptops, an overhead projector, and an automated projector screen so that we are able to improve the ICT integration in the teaching and learning of the new curriculum. Recently, the First Lady and Minister of Education and Sports, Mama Janet Kataha Museveni, assured us in writing, a copy of which I sent you, that the school would receive 3.1 billion for renovation of our aging structures, with works scheduled to start in October 2025, so that our 100-year anniversary in March 26 next year, 2026, the school would be transformed. We are concerned about the current delay and kindly request you to help us find out on this matter, Mama Commissioner. Additionally, we humbly ask you to remind our president, our daddy, our grandpa, of our invitation for him to grace our 100-year celebration as the chief guest. The letters of reminders are already prepared there before you, Mama Commissioner. We recently got a scare of the rebels, but God was with us, and government ran very fast, and we are now feeling much secure than we were when this news escalated across the country. For Bukuuku Community School, Secondary School, government supported the construction of the school and expansion thereof with 3.5 billion, and the school is about to be handed over to the head teacher and the community for occupation. This is also a remarkable contribution of the NRM government, and I'm sure your eye has also been involved. Like Oliver Twist, Bukuuku community is requesting for a school bus. All the students who have benefited from this training, Mama Commissioner, found it so easy in the recent recruitment of police and army, using the knowledge and skills and certificate from the previous training of patriotism after their senior 4 and senior 6. Therefore, we expect that this training is not only a training per se, but also a catalyst for career progression. We deeply appreciate you, Mama Commissioner, and we continue to value the excellent service of your great stewardship. And more especially the foot soldiers, such as Fiona and Belinda. These have demonstrated a lot of humility, yet a lot of wisdom exhibited to us. We want to bring to your firm attention that Patriotism Nyakasura School is not going to be a one-off activity during my time. It is going to be a core pillar of our strategic leadership agenda for youth transformation and discipline in school for a better Uganda tomorrow. I also want to call upon Ms. Alinaitwe Diana to stand next to me here, because she's going to tell you a painful paragraph that I'm sure you are going to be compassionate about. I want to come to a conclusion that last time you came, the director of patriotism at that time was Madam Specials Mbabazi, who was recently promoted to deputy head teacher, becoming one of 4 deputy head teachers produced by this school in this year a record unmatched in our region. Finally, Mama Commissioner, as you return and enjoy your stay in this school, we kindly request you that you confirm whether 26 March 2026 is convenient for His Excellency the President to be with us so that we are able to align our work plans to the agreed position from our President. Thank you, Honorable Commissioner and Commander, for your invaluable support, love, and for honoring us with your presence. We sincerely not only take it for granted, more especially your resolve to attend to us and the humbleness you exhibit as the true steward of the Lord. We pledge to be good ambassadors for the success of patriotism. We are going to vote and convince those within our reach to vote for the continuity of our peace and protecting our gains. His Excellency Kaguta Yoweri Museveni, this is our only choice, given the ideology and understanding we have secured today. These words, I speak them as for God and my country before you, Mama Commissioner. I want to request my director to present to you a paragraph of compassion.
I take this opportunity to thank God for our Mama who has arrived in this place safely. Mama, I want to bring to your attention a matter of concern. I have served as a teacher for the past 14 years and currently as the Director of Patriotism and Projects at Nyakasura School for the new curriculum, yet I have never accessed government payroll, and I'm highly qualified because I have a bachelor's degree in education. I am not alone, but there are several other of my colleagues who have served diligently for many years, also remain off the payroll. They include Mr. Msinguzi Jackson, Director of Studies, Lower School, Ms. Birungi Eunice, who has taught for over 20 years, Chief Examiner and an item setter for the new curriculum, Mr. Chiwanuka John, Examination Master, Mr. Baguma David, and Madam Kichoncho Mole. In addition to that, there are also other colleagues of mine, about 27, who have also served diligently, but we are still yearning for government payroll. So we bring this to your attention, Mama, seeking for your help. Thank you.
Thank you for listening to me.
Can we welcome the Commissioner once again?
Okay. Wow. I'm very humbled this afternoon. Our dear headmaster, Dr. Reverend Balinda, our patron, the teachers, the instructors, and the State House team. Our dear participants, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Praise Jesus. Praise Him. How many people know me here? Wow, so I'm an OG, in short. I bring you warm greetings from His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, who's our chief patron and also the deputy chief patron for patriotism. That is none other than Mama, the Minister of Education and Sports. They have sent you greetings. I don't have to repeat my name. You all know me. But they've been mentioning my name. Okay. My name is Hellen SEKU, and by God's grace, I'm the commissioner at the National Secretariat for Patriotism Corps, State House, where I've served for 1 year and 9 months, and I've managed to train more than 500,000 students in Uganda. I'm not only a commissioner in Kampala, but the whole country. I've also managed to create what we call Patriotism Babies Scholarship. I request my team to make my friend a part of that scholarship. I'm going to pay for you fees the whole of next year. Kabakali. She has impressed me because the last time I was in this school, she was in Patriotism Club. And this time round, she's the president, so you win yourself a scholarship. Therefore, my team took note of that. Yes, the Bible says blessings come for those who are prepared. So next time, be the one prepared. We are here to have a short discussion as patriots. I think it'll take us like 1 hour. I'm sorry for having come late. Because we are in a very busy time, I left the president going to Uganda and I proceeded here. So they told you earlier I'm a private secretary to the president, meaning wherever he is, I'm supposed to be there. We had to negotiate and I request for permission to come and talk to his little friends who are here. How many people are above 18 years? Can I see those who are above 18? Don't fear. We are not going to judge you by your age. You're very few. Kindly, Mr. Headmaster, with your permission, allow me to communicate this. On 15th January, we shall be voting. And our Constitution says, under Article 59, that it's the right of every Ugandan who's above 18 years to vote. I humbly request you to vote wisely. Vote for His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, our Jaja. Mr. Headmaster, I want to take this honor to thank you for being a friend of the Patriots and our friend at the Patriotism Secretariat. We really recognize your efforts. Thank you for hosting us every time. And as I promised you that I will deliver the letters, so I did. That's how you came to get that response of the 3.1 billion. But I'm only surprised that it has not taken effect. I have both Mama and Muzei. I left them going to Bukuuku. In the evening, if I fail to get them, I'll get them tomorrow morning, and I will deliver the same message. I promised these patriots that I will ensure that Muzei comes here, and I still stand by my word. Come next year, 26th March, Muzei and Mama will come here. So begin preparing. And I also request our neighbor's school, our friend, to also turn up that day. The request for the bus, it's also good you put it in writing the way he did. My role is to submit and ensure that whatever I submit reaches in time. I'm very sorry about the teachers who have taught for very many years. You're not on payroll. The good thing, we are with Mama in the field. Maybe if you can also put that document in writing. It's always good I deliver written information to be authentic. However, also, when they come here next year, if you've not yet succeeded, please add a voice. But I promise I will deliver that document. So prepare it. When I leave, I should go with it. But it's unfortunate. And I believe with Mama and your good services should ensure that you get to the payroll. That's why we are called patriots. I love having an interactive class. I'll begin asking, what is patriotism? Anybody with the answer? I don't want my friend, because this one knows. I saw a lady, there was a lady, that one. Ladies first. Yes. The gentlemen, don't feel offended. You stand up, tell us your name, and introduce yourself like you're the honorable minister in the next government. You're an honorable minister for 1 minute, yes?
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
My name is Nyakasura Rosemary.
Yes,
Senior
honorable.
5 Senior 5 Sciences, Nyakasura School. Yeah, patriotism is the love, willingness, sacrifice that one has for his or her country.
Asante sana. Yes, I want to thank Honorable Nyakasura there for giving us the correct answer. Patriotism is that love, the feeling, the devotion one has for their country. Do we love Uganda? Yes. Do we love Uganda patriots? Yes. Yes, it's our duty to love this country. Are we together? Under our Constitution of 1995, Roman numeral 29, under the national objectives, states that every Ugandan should be patriotic, loyal, and love this country, Uganda. We don't have any other country. Are we together? East or West, home is best. Meaning, even if you grew up in London and you're Ugandan, Uganda shall always remain your home country. You have no option but to love it. And feel Uganda in you. They told you I should share with you my testimony, how I became a commissioner. Patriotism was launched on 14th Feb 2009. And then in 2010 January, they picked all students from the entire country to go for the first patriotism training. I was among the lucky few. We attained the training both with teachers, head teachers, and students, but I was in senior 6 vacation, 2010. So after the training, the president directed that they should retain us as volunteers, those who had successfully completed the training. Then with time, yes?
A leader is a person who guides and
on streets. Therefore, I want to thank the teachers of Nyakasura School, together with the Reverend. Thank you for teaching these young Ugandans. I want to thank also the head teacher of Bukuuku community. Thank you for mentoring these girls and boys, and thank you for teaching them. Because if you teachers fail the learners, then they will end up useless people in the streets. You fail to carry 1 kilogram of books, you'll be ready to carry 100 kgs of cement. Because they failed to manage their timing well when they were in school. Guide them well. Are we together? Yes. Are we together? Yes. So I told you one of the values is to love God. Love God like never before. Pray every time. When you're praying, learn to read also some Bible verses to guide you. Job prayed every time, and to the extent that Satan would testify on his behalf, and then that Satan asked God asked Satan that, have you seen my humble servant? Verse 10, he said, haven't you put a hedge of fire around him for protection? Therefore, it's only God who gives the right protection. Meaning every day we should always ask God for protection. Are we together? As patriots, we must love this country and sacrifice for our country. One, by being hardworking. By doing what? In patriotism, we have got a prayer. It says, we must work to eat. We say, do not eat to eat, but eat to work. Work for at least 4 hours a day for each meal. And he who does not work shall not eat. So you people, have you worked for 4 hours? Yes. Do you qualify for a meal? Yes. That is the sacrifice now we are talking about. Asante sana. Therefore, as patriots, we must sacrifice for our country by being hardworking. Hardworking, you add value to yourself, you add value to your school, you add value to your community. Hard work means read hard when you're in school. Are we together? Yes, you read hard. Because the core reason you're in school is to read hard. Work hard and become a minister. Work hard and be a commissioner like me. I'm the youngest commissioner in this country, for your information. and working with the number one office, number one citizen of Uganda, hello? And you know this Pastor Chisanja, I'm the one who nominated him. So, because of hard work, and never undermine power of a volunteer. When there's an opportunity for you to volunteer, please do. Don't wait for your teachers to beat you, go and sweep the dormitory, lay your bed. You should always be, like the girls, be a lady of substance, not circumstance. Ladies of substance don't just laugh like the other possessing chapati. Ha ha ha. No. Between the other ladies of 1900 and the ladies of the NRM government. Are we together? We thank His Excellency because he has given opportunity to the ladies. The Vice President is a what? The Speaker is a what? Minister of Education is a what? The Prime Minister is a what? And I'm a what? Therefore, thank you to His Excellency who has found value to put the ladies and the girl child at the forefront. First off, you must work hard. You must sacrifice other things. For example, drug addicts. When you're in school, why would you take drugs? Say no to drugs while in school, even outside school. Because the more you take the drugs, you intoxicate your brain, you'll end up a failure. When you have a future to protect and secure. We also have to sacrifice by foregoing sex. Some of you begin sex at a very early stage. Senior one, you already have a boyfriend. Senior two, you have another one. Senior, by the time you get married, how will you be looking like? You know, this time our NRM slogan says protecting the gains. Are we together? I encourage every girl, please protect those gains tightly. You don't open your gains for every Dick, Rick, and Don. Come on. Hey, you mean the boys, I'm offending you? You see, God people's children. God people's children. God will embarrass you to lose it, whoever is doing it. It must be what? A child who respects their parents, respects their teachers, respects their friends. They are not thieves. And they don't just open their legs for Dick, Rick, and Don. Yes, because HIV. Who wants a Harrier here? From a sugar daddy? So, we have to be very careful and be disciplined with our lives, okay? Are we together, colleagues? As patriots, avoid these early sexual engagements. Because there's HIV without cure. We don't want to find you. You know, there's someone who, one artist who used to sing some good music sometime that Caroline was the most beautiful girl in the class. Now imagine my friend here, Sylvia, very beautiful as she is. Then you find her 4 years down the road, no hair on the head. Oh, Jesus, God forbid. Imagine you started with the most beautiful girl, and then the next day you find her HIV positive with 10 children. You know, when you give birth now, you're giving problems to the government and your parents. You're poor, then a poor boy produces from you a sugar mommy. Oh, daddy dumps you there. You end up producing a vicious cycle of poverty. Are we together? I also told you, when you're for your holidays, make good use of the government programs. We have got very many government programs. We have got what we call Parish Development Model, PDM, where they give 1 million. It is for development of every youth in this country. The president has gone ahead in hubs. So encourage your relatives who cannot continue with the school to go and gain a skill free of charge in the presidential skilling hubs. They give you skills, tailoring, baking, carpentry, fabricating, hair, is it what, salon and hair, etc. So even if you fail to get school fees, or you have your relatives, encourage them to join the presidential skilling hubs. We thank His Excellency for that opportunity. Are we together? And imagine His Excellency introduced also free education. So take good use of these opportunities. And those who are going to join campus, if your relatives finished university, they don't have jobs, tell them the president has created what we call the Graduates Fund. This fund is going to be specifically for people who are, so we thank His Excellency for thinking about the graduates. You people have your relatives, brothers who graduated, tell them the president has got a solution for poverty. Because we want to all participate in wealth creation. Okay? Learn to save. They say it's only money before use. You get money today, you want to spend it before you reach somewhere. I can't see my neighbors behind there. Are we together? That is very good. So learn to save financially, trust, even out of your pocket money. For me, when I was in secondary, I used to save some of selling goats, buying cows. I started earning my own money at an early stage. Chicken, cows, goats. Be innovative, be creative. Don't be a time waster. The boys, you go holiday time, you want to watch football Monday to Monday. You know Arsenal, Man U, who? Those people are rich thinking. And you, what do you have? You're adding poverty to yourself. But don't make the brain also poor. Okay? So you have to be disciplined with your body, your life, your neighbors. You have to be smart. Are you the head girl? First stand up, honorable. You're the what? It feels us. Why would you bleach? You're a young person, you want to prick ears up to here. Then you put your pink, purple, red, green, you have bleached, you look like a Christmas tree. Hello? I don't know if boys also bleach. You're hard to find like data. Banai. Of course, data is expensive. Where will a student find data? You don't have money. Without you, my heart pumps. Is it like, I even arrested the letter, but I didn't report her to the school. However, I made her my friend. We check on her every time. To ensure, yes. Because if we had given the school that letter, she would be expelled. And we want her to have a few British Parliament. I want to read you what His Excellency wrote about knowledge. British Parliament. I want to read you what His Excellency wrote about knowledge. When I say His Excellency, may I know His Excellency? That is none other than His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. Jaja omubwati. Omubwati. Mzei wechikofira. Therefore, come next year. You people don't know where Uganda has come from. That's why we need to have knowledge and research. Our grandparents said they used to run every day. Because last year on 19th April, we launched what we call the trip, where they requested for a bus, and the other day, 2 weeks back, we delivered the bus. And to only know that patriots, we are very important. We are the only ones who appeared in the National Manifesto. When you open the manifesto on page 146 and 47, the patriotism, SEKU 46 and 47, the patriotism secretariat, we are there with this. Meaning this office is very important. We have to change our mindset as young people. You shouldn't sleep like you're competing for a certificate with the dead bodies. When you're at home, wake up at 5:30, bathe. I always harass my maids. When you come to serve me and you have not showered, I can even send you out. So go model around the compound. No way. On the weekend in the dormitory, you want to laugh, raise up the legs like, Be a lady of substance, not circumstance. Hello? The future is for those who are prepared and who are ideologically clear. I've just given you an example. How can someone claim they discovered the source of the Nile? No, that was for academic purposes, for passing, but instead it is neocolonialism. We already knew that the Nile is there. I don't agree with that history. Yes, it is the local people who took this person to show them that here is the source of the Nile. Are we together? I was telling you how these people played on our heads. They said, we should make, let me read for you the letter, verbatim. A letter about the current mindset and the future mindset of Africa, written by Lord Macaulay while addressing the British Parliament on the 2nd February 1835. He said, I have traveled across the length and depth of Africa, and I have not seen one person who is a beggar, who is a thief. Such wealth and brain I have seen in this country, such high moral values, people of such caliber, that I do not think we would ever conquer them unless we break the very backbone of this nation, Africa, to be specific, Uganda, which is her spiritual and cultural heritage. And therefore, I propose that we replace her old and ancient education system, her culture, for if the Africans think that all that is foreign and English is good and greater than their very own, they will lose their self-esteem, their native culture, and they will become what we want them to be, a truly dominated nation. But us, everything we like copying wrong things. Copy at least good things. Every time there is a function, weddings, the gowns are always white. When we lose a dear one, why would you put on black? Just use logic. When a vehicle is moving, even if it's a white vehicle, the tires are black. Black people, are we meant to be down there? No, we are wise. They find in Bakubuza Eivara Yahweh. I'm sorry. Eivara Yahweh. In Bakubuza Eivara Yahweh. I'm sorry. Eivara Yahweh. Say I am SEKU. Because SEKU is your first name. A Muzungu did not come to give you a name when you were born. Your parents gave you a first name is that surname of yours. Then about further I hear first name. Then you put the English name. No? Actually, me, if I had authority, in fact, in future, I want to denounce a Christian name. It's not my name. You see, in China, why they have managed to maintain their culture? Satan says that you want Sarah, Belinda, Johnny, you're all going to be killed. Yes, when they killed a few, are we together, friends? So they say we should, do you know, if I spoke here and made an error in English, you will all laugh. But you know very well, English is not my mother tongue. Why would you? Kun Saji Aguero, he speaks Spanish. So if you want to interact with him, you have to have those gadgets to interpret. But us here, we are dying to die because, you see, you know, the only most fresh water in Africa, are you aware? The only most fresh water in Africa, are you aware? You don't know. That's why I'm saying love knowledge. You do research. That's why even the Egyptians, they have to, you know, they made our illiterate army sign a certain lifetime contract with River Nile. They don't want to miss that fresh water. There are about 5 Egyptian generals in Jinja. Every morning their role is to go and check the depth of the water level, because they made Amin sign the agreement unknowingly. He was illiterate. He could not read and write. That's why I don't even agree in the Buganda agreement. They took people kakunguru status. You see, they are saying foreign clothes. You find girls, we want to wear these leggings. Who wants to buy any meat which is exposed in the air? You wear the things and then the legs look like, what, toothpicks. No man will want to take those legs that are looking like a hanger. You think you're smart? Put on decently. You see, actually, in Gayaza, where I went through, we used to wear gomeses. Yes. Very decent girls. That's why we are ladies of substance, not circumstance. But they give you a decent uniform, you want to cut it, even the boys, you make it very tight. What are you exposing? You're making your private parts not breathe well. Yes. That's why men in Makerere, the women used to become very decent. They could dress so decent before Satan became the tailor. You were always decent. But now, You find a woman is wearing, you know, this song of Bugembe.